don't know whose army is stronger right now. I don't think he knows either. That's always a big trouble when you don't do something standard. You have no idea where you stand. It's Stalker Immortal Void Ray against Marauder Viking. On paper I'm stronger, but he's got so much more stuff. Managing to get the expo up on me is the nail. And like hop in. GG. I was just fighting to stay alive earlier. I don't know when he expanded. That one's worth looking at. And that's the downside of knowing your opponent very well. Alright, so his build was Gate Cyber. Looks like it's gonna have a Stargate up very soon. I loved how you even hinted at it in the early game. He's like, should I just go Void Ray? The question is, when did he expand? Like, it seemed like... It seems to me like Void Ray builds shouldn't be able to expand. They cost so many resources. And indeed, it was a very slow expansion by him. It looks like I'm able to hold off and even get perhaps what could be considered a better army. So, I got my expansion faster, but that's no good because I can't use it. Okay, I need to pause and see whose armies. Holy crap! I was like, oh, see whose armies is better. Holy! What? It's so unfair how the Protoss can have such a big army. It's not like I'm super high on resources. He out armies me by 2,000. What? How do you out-army me by 2,000, I ask? How is that even remotely fair? How is that remotely possible? Alright, so here I am with my Thor build. Let's see, this is where he gets his first 1,000 bleed on me. Well, it's because I went an expansion so fast. I'm not sure how I actually got an expansion so fast this game. It didn't make any sense to me when I was doing it. Like, I got not only an expansion fast, but also... Where did I mess up this game? It's because I didn't have an SCV? Missed a supply depot. Whatever, I just missed supply depots, I missed... whatever. But it's good to know that I can hold that off. Perhaps even transition into an army that strictly counters it. You'd think Void Ray Stalker would hard counter Thor, and it does, but if I just build 2 Thor and then transition into Viking Marauder, that's the counter. So, that's good to hear. I'm going to guess it's my early slip-up that caused me to perhaps miss one production cycle. And missing one production cycle is really huge when their production cycle is 4.
Not enough minerals.
I probably missed half of Thor that game. Alright, what am I up against here? Another Protoss. Oh, this is a Protoss I've played a lot of times. Mr. Cheetah Prime. Cheetah? He's faced my Thor Rush a lot. Now, my question is, if the opponent is expecting a Thor Rush, what would be the perfect counter? Now, counters to Thor Rush might include DT. They could include... Well, no, DT I will win against if I go Ravens. I don't have to care about that. The main thing I worry about is Void Ray. Now, what could I do if I knew the opponent was countering Thor with Void Ray, and I was starting with my Barracks Factory build? What could I do to counter him hard? And I think the answer is to go just 1-1-1 and start with Starport. And then what? Transition into MMM maybe? Because Void Ray is really sort of a sucky unit. Unless they're shooting at things that can't hit back, then they're a really good unit. He hasn't scouted me yet, so I'm feeling a little bit leery. Oh, there it is.
Upgrade complete.
Go ahead.
He was looking for the factory. I'll show it to him.
You gonna give me orders?
Getting a second.
Yep. SCV ready. Good job, huh?
Second gateway pretty early. Skipping a stalker. Getting that... Oh, there we go. It's going to be a pretty aggressive build. Could expand with it, or could just go mass stalker. Not sure. Oh, wow!
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, here's the really tricky thing. I'm going to let him warp in on purpose. Oh, wow. What the hell is going on here? I am going to let him warp in on purpose and make him think that I haven't seen it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Double armory! This is either genius or pure insanity. Okay, this was an incredibly bad idea. Oh my gosh. I had no idea it could come this fast. Worst idea I've ever had. Worst idea ever. Worst idea ever. It's like, aha! I can force the opponent to go all in! And then I will kill him with my Thor. That was what I was thinking. That's not going to be very good. Well, it was worth seeing what would happen. If I killed it and built the bunker, I probably would have been fine. You need to know those things, because if this was a tournament, you might have, for some reason or another, thought that I didn't see the... See, here's what I was thinking. Like, I would let him warp in all in, and my Thor would pop out in time, and then I would just completely wipe him out. Unfortunately, my Thor doesn't come out that early, and his warp gates come in faster than I thought. So... Alright, I'm hoping Lucky isn't in the close position here, so I can practice my TVZ when it's not close position. I out-clevered myself that game. That is what we call fancy play syndrome. You try to do something so fancy that it explodes in your face.
SCV ready. Bad news? Huh? SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Alright, so I think he's not in the close air position.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
He hasn't scouted me with a drone yet, so I'm thinking that we might be cross-position.
Going on? SCV ready. Ah, you scared me. SCV ready.
Yep, he's cross-position.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
In the rear with the gear.
And say